We are live at the Texan Lobby Studio at the historical Texan Theater in downtown Greenville, Texas. CTFM, Coffee, Tea, Friendlee, and Me, brought to you each and every Wednesday by Hunt Regional Healthcare and an organization that we can tune into to say discount wheel and tire. And to my left is the co-host, and if I start to laugh, if I get mixed up, it's a Johnny thing, okay? So anyway, we've got a great show for you today, folks. And as every Wednesday, Barbara, you know that we have to thank you for what you've done for this community.
The one that made it possible.
The one that made it possible, yes. So, but folks, CTFM is a talk show, if you will, about different things in our community, cities around. And we do this every Wednesday, and we appreciate so much all the support that we get. And folks, this organization is built on the principles of what God wants us to do in life. So at this time, I will do the invocation because I know my business partner, Gabe Medina, is a little under the weather, so y'all keep him in your prayers. So if you will, have you bow your heads. Lord Jesus, we come to you this morning asking you to bless this show, bless this community, and bless the guests that are on this show today, Lord. Thank you for all you've done for us, and each and every day we praise you and give you all the glory in Jesus Christ's name. Amen. All right, now, are you ready?
Ready.
We're coming back to CTFM right here at the Texan Lobby Studio at the Historical Texan Theater with two guests, Amanda and Jeremy.
Right.
And this morning we have coffee, tea, right? It is on Holli this morning. Yeah, right. Y'all come back with us.
When you've got a real emergency on your hands, you need a full-service ER team on your side. And only Hunt Regional Healthcare offers complete care for emergencies. We've got emergency medicine certified physicians, trauma certified nurses, specialty surgeons, respiratory therapists, and an on-site full-service lab and imaging to help you get back to living your best life. Hunt Regional Medical Center, the right choice for complete care.
Carol Hoops and Trey Warren at C&R Floors invite you to their new location for the same quality products, service, and installation they have provided for over 20 years. C&R Floors, 2706 Highway 69 South in Greenville.
Are you tired of those big chain tire dealers giving you the runaround? Are you not getting the customer service you deserve? If not, call me and I will wrench the competition. Come see us at Discount Wheel and Tire at 4609 Wesley in Greenville. Discount Wheel and Tire, and we will get you all that you deserve.
And we're back.
Yes, and we're back. I told you for the mistake, it's right here. Folks, CTFM, Coffee, Tea, Friendlee, and Me, brought to you each and every Wednesday by Hunt Regional Healthcare and Discount Wheel and Tire, and our co-host, one Miss Barbara Horan. And thank you for letting us play in your house each and every Wednesday.
It's fun to have it full.
It is, and
even
right.
The nursery over there.
Yeah, you got that's right. We'll talk about that. But our first guests are, the group, the club. The club does a lot of things except, they just don't drive around and go mudding and all that. The Jeep Club does a lot.
Just.
Huh?
They don't just
right.
They do that.
Yeah, right.
And what's the point?
Amanda, Jeremy, thank y'all for being here this morning. I know that off camera, we were telling about how many members.
Man, Amanda would know probably better how many members we have in the Jeep.
Yeah, we're right at 1,800. We're looking to
1,800?
we're looking to hit that 2,000 mark hopefully this
So
Is that in the, how big?
It's Hunt County.
Hunt County?
So, yeah.
1,800 members in the.
Yeah, well, you don't absolutely have to own a Jeep. You could just be a Jeep lover or have a desire to have a Jeep. Or there's been people who have sold their Jeeps, but they still are part of our family.
So you and Jeremy
So
do
if
have
you-
a Jeep, and you.
Yes.
Okay.
So if you were driving one of those Geo things that looks like a Jeep,
You're welcome.
Still-
Well, we can put
You
a
pretend-
Wrangler.
Oh, I know. Oh, the one that looked like somebody hit
Well, see,
the back of
I
it.
can't remember what it was called, but I almost bought one. I got a Storm instead. But, yeah, they said
So-
there was a turnover. But
Some members have a decal that says identifies a Jeep too.
Okay.
I love it.
So what is the mission, if you will, mission statement or purpose of what the Jeep Club is?
Yeah, so our mission is to be known in the Hunt County community as a group of people that if you see the Hunt County Jeep Club sticker on a vehicle, that you know that they're going to be willing to help you in any capacity. Whether that be if you have a charity that you want to get us involved in, or you're on the side of the road broke down, or you need to be
Oh, whoop, whoop. Now,
whatever it is.
you said on the right side of the road broke down,
Yes.
and the Jeep Club can.
Yeah, we have a lot of times Amazon trucks are kind of our go-to
Oh,
that end up getting stuff.
well, I can imagine around here because
yeah.
if you go down
Certain
you go
roads when
certain
it's
roads.
rained,
When
yeah.
I used
Yeah.
to do, I was a cotton scout, so I was all over the back roads around here, and I had to have one of the farmers had to pull me out because I had a car and I was
Yeah.
on a black land dirt
Oh,
road. And if
oh.
you don't go right where everybody else is, because once you start sliding in that stuff, who knows where you're going? And I got in one of the, like a snowdrift,
Yeah.
only it was a mud drift. And
So
I wasn't going anywhere.
The club, like I said, are you a 501c3? Are you a nonprofit?
We're in the process of
Okay,
voting in
okay,
members
okay,
and
good.
kind of
So,
structuring that. We just want to make sure that we do it the right way, especially since it's not an organization that's normally taking in money.
Right.
So yeah, we're in the process.
But
of
you're not
electing.
you wouldn't turn down donations.
Oh, not at
For
all.
sure.
And
In other
anything
words-
we don't. I mean, any donations. So we actually over Christmas time we got together with another Jeep club that's in the area called Southern Off-Road Coalition, and we did a give back dinner where everybody comes and you give whatever amount that you can towards a tip, and we raised $800 to tip our waitress, and we've done that now 2 years in a row. And so
Wow.
it's just we want to be known that hey, Hunt County Jeep Club, like if there's an issue, call them because they're gonna help you.
And God forbid that any disaster or anything would happen, you guys would be. So
Absolutely.
Jeremy, when someone receives your service, do they offer to pay you for it,
We've
or?
had several people, if they give you a donation, they do. If they don't, we're not saying, hey, we need money or nothing.
Yeah.
We're just there to help.
Right,
I'm
right.
guessing, from what it says here, what you did during the ice, I'm
Yeah.
guessing y'all sort of did what I did at Christmas time.
A large
There's a
turnout in the
need.
beginning, well, actually, in the very first day the ice storm hit, me and one of my good friends, we took our Jeeps and, hey, let's go help some of these guys get over the hill. Well, they're right here in Campbell, they couldn't get over that hill.
Right.
So
Yeah.
we went out, 1 o'clock in the morning, we're pulling Jeeps, because we can't, we're snowed in, ain't nothing to
Yeah.
do, we slept all day, so. Let's go out and pull some trucks or see who needs help.
Well-
And then it turned into the whole Jeep Club comes the next day and we're giving out hot chocolate. Amanda shows up with hot chocolate and food and different things and snacks for, I bet there was 300.
There was about 4 miles worth of semi trucks that were stuck at exit
Wow.
101, and they had been stuck there since midnight the night before when we arrived, and we kind of got notified of it. And it was just, what do you do? Like they're stuck in their trucks, they can't go anywhere, and
Right.
so we kind of got a big group of us together and teamed up to help kind of take the pressure off of the department of motor vehicles to kind of help them out
Right.
because they're trying scattered all over the county as well. And yeah, just
So when did you start, or did you start the Jeep Club?
no,
Who
it's
started?
actually Ruth Salinas started the Jeep Club, and it was just that there were other Jeep clubs that were popping up in the area, and there wasn't one locally. Like we were having to drive to Dallas in order
Right.
to be a part of a Jeep Club, and it was like, well, why don't we have one here? And so it was 2006, 2007 is kind of whenever it started, but really whenever the last probably 3 or 4 years has been the bit like Jeeps have become super popular and kind of the thing to do. And I don't know if you've heard about the ducks. Like if you like somebody's Jeep, you're supposed to put a duck on their Jeep, and that really, I know.
Really? What would they do? What? I got. Yeah, no, that's. I'm there.
Yeah,
So
they're
they-
just little rubber ducks. So if you see a Jeep with a whole bunch of ducks across their dash, it means that they probably have a pretty cool Jeep.
That's pretty cool. You're the ducks. You're into the
Well,
ducks.
I've got that's only because of the duck race.
Right, right.
Right, and so we
Yeah, okay.
got involved with that in Rockwell
Yep.
as well, and so that kind of became a Jeep Club event as we had
Yeah.
Now,
a
you
show
know
and
you-
shine out there for that.
You know,
It's
United
actually
Way
very
has
exciting.
the Duck Derby.
Yes,
Every
and we
year.
plan to
Okay.
be involved.
All
I mean,
So
anywhere
that's
we
good,
can be
'cause
involved, we want to be.
I've got some little small ducks. I've been wondering what to do with
Well,
them.
the duck race, even though it's located in Rockwell, it's actually Boys and Girls Club Northeast Texas,
Yes.
which is
Right,
our Boys
right,
and Girls
right,
Club.
right,
That's how
right.
I started with it. Well, I sponsored the stage.
Oh, cool.
So just how I got the big ducks, the diva ducks that
Right.
compete.
So, go ahead.
And then it was, just because it's in Rockwell doesn't mean it's not Hunt County.
Oh yeah, no, not at all.
It's definitely
Yeah.
our
So,
area, our
area.
district area, yeah.
how would one go about getting? We got about 2 minutes.
Okay.
How would one go about talking to you, or if someone is out there right now and say, well, you know what, that's a pretty good.
did you?
All right,
Yeah,
we need
So
to give a donation.
Facebook is the best place. We have Hunt County Jeep Club on Facebook. You just have a couple of questions that you have to answer, so that way we kind of get rid of the.
You're on Facebook?
Yes, we're on Facebook, and then you can reach out to myself, Amanda Webb, or Ruth Salinas. We're both the ones who are kind of in charge of the Jeep Club. And before we wrap up, I do have an
Yeah.
event that I would really
Okay,
love
yes,
to mention.
yes.
It's called Jeeps for Emma, and it's a young girl that's out of Commerce who had toxic shock, and she ended up having to have both of her feet amputated and is potentially going to have some fingers amputated. So we're doing a benefit for her in Commerce on, I have a little note thing, March 25th from 12 to 3.
So let's
Jeremy-
get all the Jeeps we can out there to that benefit.
Jeremy, you have
We'll
my
see everybody there.
you have my card.
Yes, I got it.
Text me that info so that we can put it on Friendly Radio.
Absolutely.
Well, thank y'all so very much.
Thank you for having us again. We
Yes.
appreciate
Oh,
it.
yes. We love you guys, Ben. All right.
Sounds good.
We are coming back to CTFM right here after we take a commercial break.
Yeah, we do that.
And by the way, coffee and tea is on Holly.
Yep.
So y'all come back with us because who's next?
Micha McBay.
Micah is coming. GMA is coming here.
Yep.
Okay, good. Y'all come back with us.
Every truck and SUV is on sale at Platinum Chevrolet.
New 2021 Silverados start at only $37,999, or choose from new 2021 Trailblazers and buy for under $20,000.
Don't miss Truck Month at Platinum Chevrolet.
Need a part for the right price? Look for that red and blue sign. Henley Auto Supply at 1510 Stonewall. Over 800,000 CarQuest parts to choose from. Domestic, European, and Asian parts. Henley Auto Supply at 903-455-1969. 455-1969. Henley Auto Supply has the right parts to keep your vehicle running. And backed by the best hometown service. Henley Auto Supply. Great people, great products, great prices. Henley Auto Supply and CarQuest.
Yes, we are back to CTFM, Coffee Tea Friendly, and me at the historical Texan Theater Lobby Studio in downtown Greenville, Texas, Upper East Texas, that is. And it is brought to you each and every Wednesday by a company that, Vanita K used to call it Proactive, and that is Hunt Regional Medical Center. And a group of family that supported me for years and years, Discount Wheel and Tire, where service is the bottom line. And yesterday, it was yesterday.
Yesterday was Ladies'
Your
Day.
day.
Do they give military
Yes,
discounts all
yes.
the time or just on Tuesday?
I think it's Tuesdays.
Okay.
I think it's
So
Tuesdays.
military and ladies.
And seniors.
And seniors.
And seniors.
How old do you have to be a senior?
Probably when you're drawing Social Security. So
Oh.
I don't. I do know one thing, that our next guest is someone that's come to Greenville, and he is making, like you, making exciting things happen in downtown Greenville, Texas.
he is.
And that is one Mr. Micha McBay, GMA, downtown Greenville, Texas.
That's right.
All right, good. I know that a lot of things is happening at the
Always,
airport.
yeah.
Right. And
It's
folks,
more and more at the GMA. It's very exciting.
we call it the GMA, but it's a Greenville Municipal Auditorium, and built it back in the 30s, I think.
1939, yeah.
1939. so-
WPA.
But yeah, WPA, yeah.
Works Progress.
Yeah, that's right. So tell us a little bit about, I know you guys were talking off camera. Can we talk about
Yeah.
that? So,
yeah, there's some stuff. There's a lot of cool stuff coming up always at the GMA. So let's start with what's happening this weekend in Greenville, Texas.
this weekend.
That's right, this weekend. So just Saturday, Sunday, this weekend. You don't even have to go too far ahead. This Saturday, Greenville Entertainment Series has their next to last show, which is called the Everly Set. So from the title, maybe you guess it's the Everly Brothers tribute.
Right.
It's these two singer-songwriters out of New York City. They do an Everly Brothers tribute set. It's so many songs you're going to recognize. That's the thing about, like, you know, people may go, who are the Everly Brothers? So if you don't know who they are, you're going to recognize a lot of these songs.
Yeah, when you hear the song, oh, yeah.
Oh, they did that? Oh, they
Exactly.
did that too?
Well, they were really influential. The Everly Brothers
They
were
were.
on the Beatles, on the Stones, on all of these groups that are, you know, ended up being more famous than them. But they wrote all these great songs, had all these great harmonies. That's going to be a really fun show. Tickets still available. You can get them through our website, showtimeatthegma.com. It'll link you over. Gets a little confusing sometimes, but if you just trust, if you just go to showtimeatthegma.com, if it's happening at the GMA, we will get you where you need to go.
Yes,
So
yes.
just come over to our page. And that's at 7:30 Saturday night. Then Sunday night, this is really fun. Barbara's giving a thumbs up because this is a show she's bringing in. And you brought it, is it the same group you brought in last year?
Same one. They're with they started their lives at Disney mostly. So the guy that sets this whole thing up with the lights and the sound and the whole thing is somebody out of Disney Productions.
Yeah.
It's not a Disney show. It's not.
Right.
So when they do a show that looks like Aladdin, no, they're using Aladdin, not Disney Aladdin.
Right.
But they're using the stories of Aladdin.
Well, it's called Fairy Tales on Ice.
Yes. So
And
it's real
it starts
fairy
at
tales.
7.
Fairy
And-
Tales on Ice. Now, folks, with a title like that, you got to come.
And it's ice. It is real. Well, it's not real ice. It's
Right.
real ice skates, though.
Right.
I don't know if you've
Right.
seen them. It's the same ice skates that you watch on the Olympics, and they have to put the little guards on if they're walking on the floor because it's ice skates. They have to sharpen them and everything, but it's plastic.
Oh, wow.
And it can
Yeah.
be. It doesn't hurt your stage. It
Can you
doesn't hurt my
imagine
stage.
ice skating at the GMA?
Yeah.
Isn't that wild?
Well, they did here at the
They
Texas.
did it at
Yeah,
the
they
Texas.
did,
It's a lot of fun. And
Yeah.
I'm friends with the director, and he said, wow, my lift came in. So I don't know what's actually happening, but they've got a lift, an actual lift now. See, they did a Peter Pan thing, and they had to kind of
Oh.
makeshift a lift to make Peter
Sure.
or Wendy or whoever
Well,
fly.
that's gonna be fun.
And now they've got more equipment. So
That's another reason to come. If you've never watched a theatrical performance, like if you missed the Greenville Family Theater's Mary Poppins that they did, they made somebody fly.
Yeah.
If you've never seen that on stage, it's a lot of fun to watch because it is just magical to see somebody suddenly just take off
Yeah,
in the air.
right.
But that is going to be a really great show. And again, showtimeatthegma.com. Grab
And
your tickets.
the-
Bring your kids.
Bring your kids.
Bring
the
the
exciting part
kids.
about this is I went to the GMA when I was in elementary school. I saw The Hobbit performed at the GMA, and I really want kids to get a love for live, not just TV and not
Right,
just screen time.
right.
So if we can get them to come, so it's only $5 for kids, and I've had people reach out to me that if you can't afford it, contact me, and we will get you a ticket. There's some people that, like me, want the kids to be able to see live stuff, and so they will pay for the kids to come. So,
See, that's awesome. So there is no reason for you not
There's
to
no
come to the
reason for
GMA.
you
And you
not-
can
and
pick
bring
if
your
it's
family.
a kid. If you have, for whatever reason, your 30-year-old is just a child, for whatever reason,
Right.
kid price.
Kid price. Kid price.
We're not.
Well,
I'm not kicking people out.
It says a lot for you. It says a lot for you that you're giving back to the community something that is enjoyable, something that will maybe touch a young person's life
Right.
to keep them off the street and keep them in that direction. So the GMA and the Texan, two venues, if you will, that have really got people, feeling good about
Yeah.
it there. So, and
And then the other one he was talking about, he's got a house full
Oh
of people
yeah,
that are.
I got two more shows. Do we? I don't know how much
Yeah, you
time we
got it.
have.
You're fine.
we
a minute?
got time. We got time.
Okay, so I got two more things I want to talk about that are coming up. So that's the end of February. We just covered end of February.
Right.
And there's two big things happening in March at the GMA. So the first one is coming up on March 10th, and these folks are in Greenville right now. They're at the GMA right now rehearsing, and that is Catapult, and they do shadow dancing. Now, if you watched America's Got Talent,
America's Got Talent,
you may have seen them.
Yeah.
And if you're not sure what that is, go to the GMA Facebook page, and there is a video on there of them doing this shadow dancing.
Awesome. That was awesome. Yeah.
No, it's really cool.
Now that's the 10th of March.
That's the 10th of March here. The show's going to be here, but they are here in Greenville. If you saw in the paper over the weekend, we were on the front page thanks to the Herald Banner. I didn't know we were going to be on the front page, so thank you to the Herald Banner for that. And they are here rehearsing in our space their show that they're going to take on the road. Wow. So right here in Greenville, Texas, these folks from all over have come in, flown in, drove in. The director that I met on Monday when they came in, he drove in that night from Connecticut to come here to Greenville to rehearse their show. So they're going to be over at the GMA and then sometimes over at the Texan, so back and forth, rehearsing, getting everything ready, and then Friday, March 10th, 7 o'clock. Tickets are on sale now.
What's the ticket price?
What is the ticket price for?
$20 adults, $10 for kids.
$20?
Yep.
Oh, that is phenomenal.
And they're going
it's a great
fast.
Price.
I mean,
it's a great price.
I checked yesterday, and there were as many sold for Catapult as there are for Sunday for
for Fairy
actually,
Tales?
I may have lied. It may be 30, because I think the Fairy Tales is 20 and 5. And I think the Catapult is 30 and 10.
That's an act that I saw him.
Yeah, you saw him on TV.
Yeah, you saw him on TV.
This is TV stuff coming to Greenville.
Stuff coming to Greenville.
And let me tell you, I've watched every America's Got Talent, and they are one of the acts. There's a few acts on AGT that will watch it, and I'll turn to my wife and say, this act would be better in the room. And it's nothing against what they did on TV.
Right.
They did
Right.
But it's just, you're losing something through television that you can't, television can't replicate live theater, which is why we still do it. So, which is a great segue into my last show.
I
didn't do that on purpose, but look what happened. So last thing coming to the GMA, end of March, Greenville Theater Works, which is our local community theater, which is now a non-profit community theater.
All right.
So we just have done that in the last few months. We've switched over to this non-profit model. I'm really excited about where we're going and what's coming for the future. So if you want to be involved in that, go online, contact us, because we're looking for volunteers. We need people. We need people to help fund the organization. So there's my pitch for Greenville Theater Works. But they're coming in.
People that are not necessarily acting and not necessarily on stage. You need backstage.
Yes, we need everything. We need people to help with marketing, people to help us fundraise.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of pieces.
Oh yes.
Besides actors.
Yeah, absolutely.
Are we not? What about The Voice?
Well, when we come back to The Voice, let me tell you what Greenville Theater Works is doing
Harvey?
at the end of March is Harvey.
Harvey.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you remember the old film with Jimmy Stewart?
Yep.
Harvey.
The rabbit. There's
with the invisible rabbit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's
but he's not invisible. Everybody kind of pretends.
Well, everybody does it different.
To see him.
Come see the show.
The picture had a rabbit there, and I'm like, well, he's supposed to be invisible.
Come see the show. You'll find out everything.
There you go. That's it. Come see the show.
Thank you, man. I mean, when he comes, it's like, this is going to be fun. This is going to be fun. So, all right, we have got to go to a commercial break. And by the way, thank all of our sponsors and all of our supporters for helping us in the community and supporting the GMA and supporting the Texan Theater. We're coming back. CTFM right here at the Historical Texan Theater Lobby Studio. Y'all come back with us.
Company coming? Make sure they stay with us. At Best Western Plus, we'll treat them right. Like hot complimentary breakfast, spacious rooms, a glorious pool, fitness and business center, and best of all, a friendly staff. Our large, flexible meeting rooms are great for business and social get-togethers. Best Western Plus, just off of Interstate 30 near Cracker Barrel. Staying with us is always a plus. Best Western Plus in Greenville.
Hi, I'm Kathy with Long Branch Dental Center. Lumineers are porcelain glass shells that fit over the top of your teeth and give them a dynamite look. You can change the shape, the size, and the color. So call today to ask about Lumineers. Long Branch Dental Center, making North Texas more beautiful, one smile at a time.
Yes, we are live at the historical Texan Lobby studio at this Texan Theater in downtown Greenville, Texas, Upper East Texas, that is. Brought to you by Hunt Regional Healthcare and Discount Wheel and Tire. And Barbara Horan, co-host of this show, owns the Texan Theater and calls it her house, okay? And we get to play in her house. And after this, we have a free concert.
Yes, a free concert at noon. Allan Strickland.
Allan Strickland.
I haven't seen him come by yet, but
he's good.
Yeah.
He's really good. But you know what? The young lady that we're about to introduce brings a lot of excitement because she works with a lot of kids, okay? And Holli Wilson, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Greenville
Nice
Parks
to see
and
you.
Rec.
I'm always excited to.
Excuse
I
me.
never knew when I was little all the stuff that Greenville puts out there for us, and it's all free, or mostly all free.
Mostly
a lot of them are free.
Yeah.
Yeah, most of the events are free. Some of the programs you have to pay for, but some of them you don't. So we actually
You have to
started.
pay for the heroes today?
No, Hanging with Heroes is free, which is today. Like Barbara
Yay,
said.
at 4 o'clock?
Yeah, 4:30 to 6. It's at Reese Davis on Lee Street.
Which is east on Lee Street.
Yeah.
You put it,
right
Reese
down the road
Davis.
from here.
You can put it in your GPS and it'll get you there.
I think it's what, 4312 or something?
I don't think
I don't know.
4320.
4320.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew it was 43 something. Yeah, 4320. So the Reese Day, let's go. I know you've got a lot of activity. How did it all happen that Greenville Parks and Recs is now involved with Reese Davis Boys and Girls? How did that all happen?
Yeah, so I think for about 20 years or so, the Boys and Girls Club was leasing that building from the city, and now I think in 2020, 2021, somewhere around there, before I was at the city, they kind of combined forces, and so now the Boys and Girls Club is still there. They still do their after-school programs. They'll be there all day during spring break and summer, and then we're also there, so we program those off times as well.
Well, and Barbara, you know as well as all of us that Greenville, it tries, the city tries its best to satisfy the needs of the community.
Right.
And the Boys and Girls Clubs have been there for, so what's a lot of stuff coming up?
And soccer starts today?
Soccer?
Well, practices have already started, but the games start this weekend,
As
so
long as it doesn't
Saturday.
rain.
Okay, but if you kick a soccer ball now, it's going to be wet. Yeah.
Not today.
Not today.
We don't have practices scheduled today.
Okay.
They're typically Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, but they've been practicing for about 2 weeks now, and so Saturday starts games. It's their
Where do they play?
At the sports park.
Okay.
Yep.
Sports park by the high school. Okay. I'm just making.
Yeah.
Leo Hackney
Yeah.
Boulevard. Put it in your GPS.
Yep, 3603 Leo Hackney.
3603 Leo Hackney. That's right.
But it's out that way, not over here.
It's a great
Right.
sports park.
And
It
not
is. It's a
underwater.
great park.
Thank you.
It's a great park.
This
Yeah,
way
no.
is underwater. The Bill Betts Park.
Yeah.
It's
right.
always underwater. If we
Yeah.
have this much rain, it's underwater.
And that, along with a lot of other activities, keeps Parks and Rec very busy because when the summer comes, there's also activities in summer. But there's something else that's going on, and you can drive in to see this, right?
Yes, yeah. So March 18th, we're having a drive-in movie at the sports park. It is completely free. And In-N-Out Burger has actually sponsored that, so they're going to give free burger meals to the first 500 people.
Can I?
In-N-Out is in Rockwall.
Rockwall.
Yeah, we don't even have an In-N-Out here,
No,
but they're
but
helping.
they have like a semi truck that they pull out and
Yeah.
they
That's
serve
pretty
food out
cool,
of.
but I'm just saying they're not even here and they're supporting
I
us,
found
which
him.
is-
I found him.
Yeah.
I called him.
Oh yeah.
I did. I told him. I said I got a great location for you, and it's a lot of traffic. McDonald's is right across the street. There's all kinds. And they said, "Where's it at?" And I said, "It's the old Payless shoe store in front of Walmart." Really? So I planted a seed, and I want to tell you,
I'd be driving by it every day. Cool.
I did something this past week that I haven't had, and I know it's been over 20 years. A hamburger.
Oh.
Really?
I had an In-N-Out burger in San Marcos.
Yep.
And Teresa, my wife, loves In-N-Out, right? Loves In-N-Out. And all the time, okay. She says, could we go get an In-N-Out burger? And I went, well, sure. And so she goes, you're going to need a hamburger? And I went, yeah, why? I got to see this. So yeah, great. So that's coming up March 18th.
Yep. Yeah,
March
it's a
18th.
Saturday evening.
And then there's a whole list of stuff here. Now, I'm thinking Greenville, and you think some people think backwoods, some people think, but we've got ballet, archery, tennis.
Yep.
So where do we do all these things? Tennis, is it outside?
Yes. So tennis is at the Greenville High School courts. So we partner with them to use those. They have lights, so we can do evening classes. And
so that's still out there by Leo Hackney Boulevard?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Leo Hackney Boulevard, remember that.
And then archery and ballet are actually at Reese Davis inside. So we have an indoor archery range.
Archery inside?
Inside, yes. Yeah, there's
well, you know, an arrow can go a long way.
Yeah, but that also, it reduces the variables, because now we don't have wind.
Yeah, they're all shooting in one direction. There's actually a screen net that comes across and prevents the arrows from going through to the wall or you know, anything that's
well, you know
back
about
there.
Back to the Drive-In movie, how long is it going to take you to put all those speakers out there? You know, I mean.
So there will be some speakers out front, so you can bring your lawn chairs, or you can actually tune into your FM radio, and you can stay in your car if you want to have the AC on. You know.
I'd forgotten about it, because if you've ever seen, I barely remember, and I'm sure you do, because he was asking about the speakers. You had a little pole next to your car, and it had a speaker on it, and you could put the speaker in. It was on a string or on a wire, and you could put it in your car, and you'd have the speaker for the. But I like this FM radio thing.
Oh yeah,
it eliminates all the need for those little stands all over. Of course, then you don't have where to park, because you had to park by a stand.
Yeah, and it was either, you know, it's like, you know, there was always those dips, you know. But so that's March 18th. Now, is there anything else that would excite young people, so to speak?
Let's see. We have a lot of stuff going on. We have started doing some art classes. So we did one.
Those cost, right?
Well, actually, so homeschool PE and the art classes, if you're a member of Reese Davis, that's actually a perk. You get to come to those for free. And if not, they're $5.
Right.
So,
you know what?
$5's not bad.
Yeah.
And you just said something. If you're a member, okay, folks. Now remember, Reese Davis is an organization, and the city has paired with that. But that organization receives funding, and if you need to go to a certain thing, there may be a charge, but a lot of other things are free there. So.
Yeah, a lot of our events are free. Some things you do have to pay for, you know, especially if we have to hire outside instructors, like ballet. You don't want me to teach ballet.
Do you know who teaches?
Her name is Emily, and she has been dancing professionally for a while now. So. She's really good, and our ballet classes actually fill up, so that's why we've had to add more classes. We do homeschool ballet, so you can bring your kids on a Tuesday afternoon if they're homeschooled.
So to get in touch with Parks and Rec,
there's a lot going on.
Yeah, a lot going on.
We mentioned all kinds of things, so they probably go, it'd be easier to click.
Yes, yeah. So we have a website. It's greenvilletx.fun, F-U-N, or of course Facebook. But there is a calendar on our website. You can go to the recreation calendar or the athletics calendar, and you can actually download it. There's a little eye, and it'll put it in your iCloud calendar, so you can look and see, hey, what's going on, and if we add something, you know,
does it
it'll be added to
automatically
yours.
add, if you've clicked on the eye, does it automatically go
I
in?
believe so. It's pretty new, but we're really excited to have it, so that way there is no more, I didn't know this was going on, because we're trying to get as much information out there as possible. And
there's a lot of that going on. I didn't know, and I don't know if it's just an excuse after the fact that they didn't come and they didn't plan. Well, I just didn't know. Well, now you do.
Yeah, we're trying to prevent that, because we have our whole fiscal year planned already, which is through September. So, I mean, we could tell you the date and time of pretty much any program or event you know.
Are we doing the
all the way
4th of
out.
July on the 4th
That
of
was,
July?
that was,
Yes,
I was
yeah,
going
it's
to
a
ask the
Tuesday, but
same
yeah.
Tuesday
thing.
that is actually going to be on the 4th, because I know
Yep.
one of the years
What-
we
what-
like, well, let's do it on Saturday because we should get more people, but it was,
Yeah, no, I don't think that works. So we went back to whatever day it's on, that's what day it's on. So then that way there's no confusion.
There's
of,
no
Did you
confusion.
move it this year? Like, no, we're not moving
that's like
it.
the parade. Was it going to be on Friday? Is it going to be on Saturday? But
Right.
that's
It's
a whole
always a-
different.
yeah, right.
That's a whole different.
Holly, thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you, because when you come, like I said, you bring a lot of exciting things for children,
Mm-hmm.
and that's our future. That's our
Who
community.
does, oh no, it's Script that does the seniors.
Yeah.
Y'all get,
Well,
oh,
we
you
do
Well,
have senior
they do
programs,
have, yeah,
actually.
right, yeah.
And
dancing?
yeah, so they have line dancing,
Line dancing.
pickleball, bingo, and billiards. And actually, the next senior event coming up is on March 14th, and it's National Pie Day. So 3.14, and so we're having a National Pie Day event there at Reese's, so everybody can make and bring their own favorite pie. So I mean, it could be like shepherd's pie, apple pie,
So it's
whatever
a
kind of
is it a
pie.
potluck pie?
Yeah, so it's a potluck, and we'll have recipe cards there, so you can share your recipe with other people.
Oh, wow.
So
That's pretty good.
it'll
That
be
sounds
fun.
like a fun day.
Yeah, another thing I'll have to taste test for sure.
Yeah.
Folks, we got to take a commercial break, but when we come back, angels are coming back.
That's what
The
I
angels.
heard.
Yeah,
And I gotta
heard,
find
yeah,
out
so
more. I don't know
We'll have to
anything
find
about
out more about that, but right now, y'all come back with the CTFM Coffee, Tea, Friendly, and me right here to Historical Texan Theater. Y'all come back.
The recipe for great food is simple. Make it fresh. Wings to go in Greenville, where every order is a custom order made with fresh ingredients. Wings to go, 7818 Wesley Street in Greenville. Simply great wings.
Yes, and we are live at the Texan Lobby Studio at the Historical Texan Theater, downtown Greenville, Texas. CTFM, Coffee, Tea, Friendly, and me, brought to you each and every Wednesday by Hunt Regional Healthcare and an organization that we still have fun saying, Discount Full Tire. And to my left is the wonderful Johnny. No, Barbara.
We're going to have to explain that
one of
day. I
these
wanted to be Johnny Carson.
yes,
I
she
loved
wanted-
Johnny Carson
yeah,
as a kid.
right,
And
and-
so this is my almost pretend.
It's almost
sort of
pretend, almost.
Johnny
So
Carson.
we love her. I love her. She's brought so much laughter, if you will, to the show because not it wasn't funny, but anyway. And before we went to commercial break, we said angels. Okay.
So, yeah.
So we have an angel sitting in the studio now, and she's going to be talking. CJ, how are you?
I am blessed.
We are so glad that you're here because an organization like yours is one that a lot of people go, oh, isn't that wonderful?
So what all do they do?
Yeah, what all do they? Yeah, what all does it's called Everyday Angels Chasing Cloud 9.
Yes, sir.
Now that is
That's a lot.
huh?
That's a lot.
That's a mouthful. How did that come about? That particular?
Well, actually, the name came from originally Everyday Angels, my sister. Sometimes we start out doing something before anything becomes something. And so one time I told the story, and you can't tell the story without talking about God. Because he put that in my heart and what we're supposed to do with each other, which is helping.
Right.
And after I'd started doing some things in the community, I was talking to my sister, and I says, well, we really need to have a name that captures it. And I told her that one of the things that God had showed me was shadows of people, and they had wings, but they were people like us. There was women, there was children, there was men, there was people in wheelchairs. It was all of us. And my sister said, well, that's what you do every day. You are out there being an angel. And so that's where it came, is that you and I, we are all the angels on the earth. And it's our hands and feet that are supposed to take care of each other. You know, God works through us.
Right.
And so we are the angels on earth. He has his heavenly angels, but we are the ones on the earth to take care of each other.
And we talked about some of those earlier.
We did. We talked about
the Jeeps that
right.
It's like, okay, you get the desire and you see the need.
Yeah.
And you see that I can fix the need. I have a talent, a thing, or whatever, I can help. And so just do.
Now you started this organization, or I'm reading
Yes,
here.
yes, sir, I did. God had he had put a calling on my heart to do more. I'm a survivor of a lot of valleys in this world, and I think that someone put it well, says our mess is our message. And
our mess
is our message. And so I have worked with domestic violence people and things like that. And I had a little glitzy glam gal selling purses and wallets, and then I would donate that money to helping whatever that need was in and around me. And God had put it on my heart. I had to open this beauty shop. And I'm actually a licensed investigator, and I've worked in investigations for 20 plus years. But I was a hairdresser and I was a nurse, and I became crippled through a domestic violence situation that made me have to become a desk jockey, and that's how I got into investigations. Well, the beauty of it, God restored me so I could walk again, and so I would pick up my scissors and basically do hair for Jesus. And so that's what I started. Hairway to Heaven in Caddo Mills was my first outreach. I didn't know why I was there, but soon God gave me some real big confirmations. I don't know if you know Priscilla Shire. I'd gone to one of her events, got huge confirmation from there. And then I met a man in Caddo by the name of Curly B. And everybody, Curly B. And he's actually on the back of our program. He was our first rescue. And the reason that God made him our first was because there's so much to be said about a hometown hero that everybody knew. He spent his whole life praying for people, opening doors for people. Actually, a lot of people will be happy to know that Curly is still alive and doing well. I oversee his care. When Curly
B, I've heard that, yeah.
He's very famous down in Caddo, and he's just a beautiful soul, and so is his sister, who is now currently 91.
Wow.
Sometimes things don't happen fast, and so when Curly got bad and wasn't able to be out in the public anymore, I went looking for him. And what I found was some folks that were living in a house that was dilapidated, and they had a porta potty outside. They had no running water, and yet they were in downtown, and this was someone everyone knew and loved. And I thought, how can that be? And God said, on my heart and my spirit, is because we're not looking. We go to church, we do mission work, we give, but then we go home. This little thing that's in our hands has taken up all of our time, whereas we're just not stopping and looking around. And the churches are not coming together. You know, God isn't religion, He's love. And no matter what religion, it's in our vision. It doesn't matter your religion. We come under God as love and helping one another. And He said He gave us everything we needed to take care of each other. But we have to get together. We have to talk. We have to pay attention. And so for Curly's story, I delivered 15 gallons of water for 2 years before his sister trusted me enough to let me rescue them.
Wow.
And after that, you know, you'd sometimes have to walk for a long time. Just God brought one after another. He's never overwhelmed us. There were some really big ones that came after Curly that if it wasn't for the fact that he was the first rescue, you know, there's lots of nonprofits, but people don't know who are they? Are you really doing what you're supposed to be doing?
Right, right.
And so that's why he chose Curly to be the first. And since then, we've worked with domestic violence. We have rescued multiple elderly people that were in a horrible situation, a veteran. You'd be surprised how hard it is to get help. You know, just trying to pick up the pieces to rescue someone. And so now...
So that's what y'all do? You rescue people?
We do whatever. I get a phone call and a lady is going to get on a plane the next day and she has no diapers or food for her baby because she just escaped a domestic violence situation. We sent $50 and immediately got her everything that she needed. Something so simple, and yet it was so important for
So
that.
that's a bit of what Women does, right? Women in Need?
Right. Women in Need. We work with them every year. We always supply the women, and if the children need, a lot of people give for the children, but then you have the women. So we always get Christmas gifts and everything for the women every year. So we work with them, and since I can't do hair anymore, we have found in the community a lot of seniors that no longer can take care of their yards. And with inflation, you cannot afford to pay someone. There's no more $25 boys running around cutting lawns anymore.
No.
And so we have developed a property division that works with cleaning up businesses and residential. And we will use this business while we have the customers that make the donations to Everyday Angels, then we will go out and serve those that cannot take care of their yards anymore for free. So we just don't go out there asking. It's hard to get people to give for a lot of reasons. So we try to incentivize that we're giving with you. And we're looking to blow up our next programs where we have a first-time offenders program, which will help youth that have made a mistake, and instead of sending them away to learn how to be real criminals, it's called Starts Within Me, to show them the core of goodness that is within all of us. And if we can plant a seed and help to change that for them, that's all we're asked to do, is to step out, plant a seed, and love on people. And that's everything that we're trying to do.
Well, the organization, by doing what you're doing, it's a benefit to the community of Caddo Mills. I mean, especially when one of their own is involved.
But their address is here.
I'm in Greenville.
Yeah.
In Greenville.
So we're Hunt County.
Right.
And God planted us in Caddo, and we serve Hunt County. We are actually doing our ribbon cutting on Tuesday next week for our first home base. That is at 4215 Wesley. And so we have our office for our hub where we can do orientation and work with people, and then we're prayerfully hoping to get the space next door to start working out these programs.
Okay, 4215 Wesley, what's a landmark?
What else? What's across the street?
Right.
Family Dollar, and Hewitt Jackson's in there.
Okay.
Direct Auto.
Okay, yeah.
Where Kingsaver was?
The old
The old the medical center. Halsey Therapy's in there.
Halsey Therapy.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I know what
So,
that is.
but our website is our name, Everyday Angels Chasing Cloud 9. You can go on there and hear the video that Brandy, Christine made, as well as you can see our success stories. And we rescued a veteran and his wife, and you get to see the really cool from darkness into light, and they are now living their best life. And God was so good to me, they're only 4 streets away from Curly.
Oh, wow.
So I've got them close knit. So.
Wow, that is just wonderful. What an organization. And it is a nonprofit.
Yes, sir, it is.
Nonprofit.
Anything given, we have the address they can send. They take Venmo as well.
Right.
And 100% of the donations go to the people. I work a full-time job and do ministry full-time to make sure that the administration stuff is taken care of, because I really want to put it to the people, and so I can say that.
Good. Well, thank you. Thank you so much
for
bringing
having me.
a little bit of excitement, soulful excitement to us, and hopefully we can get together. Maybe Tiffany can reschedule and bring an update of what's been going on.
That'd be awesome.
All right, folks, we still have a little bit of time left, right?
Yep.
Okay, we're going to commercial break. Come back because Barbara and I are going to talk about today's guest on Friendlee
Allan?
Live. Yeah, okay. Y'all come back with us right here.
The recipe for great food is simple. Make it fresh. Wings to go in Greenville, where every order is a custom order made with fresh ingredients. Wings to go, 7818 Wesley Street in Greenville. Simply great wings.
And we are back at CTFM Coffee Tea, Friendlee and me. And you know what? Right now, getting into it, the Texan Theater's got a lot of things going on. Other than, today at noon, we got the free
Allan
concert.
Strickland.
4 minutes, we got free concert at 12, but
Free opera.
Saturday
at 1.
Saturday at 1.
Which is still part of Black History Month. So I'm showing Aida. It's the full opera of Aida. I saw the other night at the Majestic in Dallas is the Tim Rice, Elton John version, which is only an hour and a half.
Right.
But operas are generally 3 hours-ish.
Right. And also, for those of you out there that are like this music we call Texas music, some people refer to it as Texas Red Dirt.
Right.
But you have
Is that Jason?
Jason Boland and the Stragglers.
Yep, and they're doing De-Electrified. It's an acoustic tour. So they got I think 5 or 6 places along the way. There's some that are, somebody complained. So yes, it's expensive to come to ours, but this is a fan party. This is everything. You buy your ticket, come here and have a good time. You don't have to think about anything else. You'll have drinks, you'll have dinner, you'll have the show, you have parking, you can visit with Jason. It is a fan party. You're going to be treated as a VIP.
Folks, I'm going to tell you, if you haven't been to one of the dinner shows here at the Texan Theater in downtown Greenville, Texas, you must try one. At least just try it, because one time you'll get hooked.
Oh, and
yeah.
Alejandro Escobedo is next week. These things are all like, it's March, but that's next week is March.
March is next week.
And so Friday next week is Alejandro, and that's sort of Texas Mexican Spanish.
Yeah. Spanish.
He's a hero in Austin.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So everybody should come see him.
Well,
it's another fan party. Everything's included. You don't have to worry about it. Show up and have a good time.
Folks, and what she just said, she knows what she's talking about, because when you walk in, you're treated like royalty. You are. You don't. And one thing that I can tell you right now, everybody said, well, yeah, then you got a tip. No tips.
Yep, you
No
can if you
gratuity.
want.
You can if you want.
You can leave extra money, but
You
that's
can.
only because COVID taught me. If somebody walks up and says, "Here, have some money," don't go, "Oh no,
Yeah,
I'm
take
fine."
it. Take it. Take it.
Just say, "Oh, thank you," and put it in your pocket. So if you want to do that, I'm not going to be turning it down.
Right.
But then
Well,
we've got Sunday.
Sunday.
Kids. We talked about it earlier, but between Catapult, which is in 2 weeks,
2 weeks.
and the show is in 2 weeks at the GMA, and Sunday Ice Show, I don't have enough seats here to be able to give $5 tickets at the Texan.
Right.
So I'm presenting them at the GMA, where we have 1,400 seats. So kids, find your kids, bring some kids.
Bring. Yes.
It is a very enticing show.
Right. Enticing.
They will get into it. They will have fun. The people that are doing it know how to get the kids involved, and so you get to cheer on your favorite person, your favorite
Fun
fairy
time.
tale.
Fun time.
And they're on ice. They're
On ice.
it's-
Fairy tales on ice. So.
Yes.
Folks, thank you so much for watching this morning. And today at noon, it is Allan Strickland, singer-songwriter. And today is Remember For Me.
Oh, I'd forgotten about
That's right.
that.
Remember
yeah.
For Me luncheon. If you're a caregiver, your lunch is taken care of right here at
Yep,
the Texas
just tell them
Theater.
at the counter when
Just
you
tell
order
them
it
at the
and get
counter
your
that
tea.
you are a caregiver.
Yep.
Barbara, thank you so much.
Yes.
And we will see you at noon at the Texan Theater for Friendly Live. See you back here next week, CTFM. Remember, keep it in your boot.